The Shep Naz Podcast begins now.
Welcome to the Shep Naz Podcast. It is
Worship Wednesday.
Yes.
Best day of the week.
I'm Joe, and I'm your host today
Hi, Joe.
with
Hi,
Joe.
Pastors Zack and Noah.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey.
We got some great feedback from last
kidding.
week's episode.
We really did.
Answering some questions. So if you didn't get your question answered, go ahead and give us some more of those questions, and we'll try to get those addressed for you. But yes, we found out that Noah's account that he went to Harmon Elementary was true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is true.
And in fact, there was a teacher there that said he was my favorite, one of my favorite students, not the favorite.
Yeah.
but-
Well, that's how you know it was just like a nice answer. Like, oh, yeah, I remember.
I remember.
He was one of my favorites.
You know what? now that I'm thinking about it, I was like, dang, that's pretty cool for Mr. Keys to say.
Yeah.
But now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, he doesn't remember.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
He will now. He will now.
So thank you, Karen, for some of those questions. I guess I have to give a program note here. I've been told by my entire family that my courting story wasn't exactly accurate. Yes.
Okay.
And this is life-changing because instead of it being the Hebron yard sale, it was a flea market. So, I mean, that probably changes the entire story
geez.
for you. But
Now I'm just shattered.
I didn't want to live the lie anymore. So felt like I had to come clean.
You're an honest guy, Joe. That's why we love
Been
you.
tearing them apart all week.
My wife's walking into my office. You know that wasn't there. I was at the flea market. And then I'm getting a phone call from my daughter. You know that was at the flea market. Like, I do now. I do now.
Stop grilling me.
Never again we make
Sorry.
that mistake. That's funny.
So good.
All right. So you have some things for us today.
Yeah. We're going to do a fun one.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. We're going to be fun today. And we're going to do
It's that
something.
middle of the week time.
Yeah.
You know? Yes.
Give you a little uplift. You know what they call it?
So you've made it halfway through.
Yes.
We're going to try to
done it.
give you a little boost to get the rest of the
Exactly.
way.
This is your boost to Friday.
Nice.
You're welcome.
There you go.
So we're going to do something fun, and we're going to build 2 versions of our dream worship team.
Nice.
The first one, so there is categories. So it's not going to be a huge band. We're
Right.
doing vocalist, so lead vocalist, drummer, bass guitar, electric guitar, and keys.
Okay.
So the first round, we'll
Real
explain-
people who play those instruments?
Yes.
Okay.
They have to be. So the first round is current musicians in the worship market, right?
Okay.
So these are people you might hear on the radio, or you might be watching their YouTube videos, or they might be songs, people that play or wrote the songs that we play on Sunday, right?
All right.
So that's round 1.
Okay.
But round 2, totally fictional, because we have 0 account.
Yes.
But I thought it'd be fun if we did building your dream worship band from people in the Bible.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you have to explain why you choose the people you choose.
Now, I'm totally getting this off the cuff. I think you've been working on this for a minute.
I've been dreaming it up for a minute. Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. So I have a little bit more preparation than you guys. So you're welcome. Welcome to the podcast.
You got little pictures out of a CCM magazine where you pasted them together on a poster board.
I forgot to bring my
"This is
scrapbook
My
and-
dream worship band.
This is a 7-year plan coming together right now.
Yeah.
So the question is, do I put you on the spot, or would you like me to start?
Sure.
Kind of want to put you on the spot.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm putting you on the spot. So let's start
it was
with
vocals, drums,
Yeah, I'll
guitar.
walk you through it.
All right.
I'll walk you through
Noah's dream worship band.
with current musicians.
Go.
Current Christian musician.
Yes. So who is your vocalist?
It's got to be Brandon Lake. He's just
Yeah.
he's it.
Yeah.
I
He's
wish
the
I
one.
went first now.
Same. I may or may not have the same answer. Why? Why Brandon Lake? Other than he's the one.
I've always felt good watching him.
Okay.
I've never felt like that's fake.
Okay.
Because there's a very good vocalist that I know that I'm thinking of, but every time I watch him, I'm like, this seems like a show. But for him, I've watched, I've watched interviews, and I've even seen him in person.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this dude's, he's got an anointing for sure.
Yep.
So, and he's just, I mean, an incredible vocalist.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Drummer.
Who's
your drummer?
Do you know a gentleman named David Whitworth of Bethel?
I recognize
The
name,
dude,
yeah.
he's also, dude, I've been watching for a while. He's incredible. Just
Okay.
a great drummer.
Yeah.
Part of Bethel. So, feels the spirit. He's just a fantastic drummer.
He's the man.
Yeah. His tuning is one that I've actually followed, and it's how I've actually learned how to tune
Nice.
my snare drum is
Nice.
because of him. So,
Cool.
David Whitworth.
Okay.
I think that's his name.
What about bass guitar?
David Funk.
Okay.
David Funk. He plays with Gable.
Okay.
I don't think it's fair that he gets to his whole band first, but go ahead.
Stop
stealing my ideas.
Because David Funk, he's got tones out the wazoo.
Yeah.
Plays with Gable and has incredible vocals. So even throw a mic on him, let him lead something.
Oh well, that's not part of the deal, but okay.
Well, no mic.
I'll give
for
it
him.
to you.
No mic for him.
I'll give it to you. All right.
Keys.
Guitar. Electric guitar.
You know Jeffrey Kunde? Is that his name? Kunde?
Sure.
The dude played with Jesus Culture.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of the most riffs I love the most is Awaken Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
a
the
ripper.
That's the first Christian song I've heard where I've been like, "There's no way I'm ever going to figure that out."
Right.
And so, yeah, Jeffrey. I don't know how to say his last name, but
Yeah.
Jeff from Jesus Culture.
There you go. All right. Last one. Keys.
Oh boy,
Don't mess it up.
what's his name?
Oh, that guy.
Keys. I don't know about.
Where's he
Keys.
from? Where's he from?
Bethel.
That
Yeah.
narrows it down to half.
Right.
Oh,
you think of a song he
Keys.
plays on?
No, but I've watched videos of him.
Okay.
I follow him on Instagram. Either that or Chandler Moore.
Yeah.
Chandler Moore plays good keys.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's very talented.
Nice.
But yeah, that's fine.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
There you go. Good luck,
Joe, you want me to put you on the spot? I'll go last because I feel like we're all going to have
right.
similar answers.
Well,
but
here's
go
what
ahead.
I'm going to do. I'm going to change up my whole methodology here. I'm going to
okay.
go old school so that it would be names you guys won't pick.
Perfect.
All right. Now, here's the thing. I believe all the ones, because I was crossing off some off my list,
Same.
definitely Brandon Lake was going to be my lead vocal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank
Same.
you, Noah. All right. So,
You're going last next time.
but since that, so what I'll do is these are current artists,
Yes.
I believe in my head they are. But okay, so ask me.
Who is your vocalist for your dream band?
I think I'm going to go with Crowder.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Strong. This is going to be strong.
That's a strong
It's going to be
answer.
strong.
Yeah.
That's a
Crowder's
that's
good.
a good one. I
That's
wouldn't
good.
have thought of Crowder.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Do you have some explanation as to why? Other than he's David Crowder, he's amazing.
Well, that would be it. Yeah, but I like. Well, as Noah said, I follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
And
As you do.
so like he's a genuine dude.
Yeah.
Like he's like, I'm going to church this Sunday. This is what I saw on the way, and but like he has proven the test of time that he's about the real thing.
Yes.
And very strong vocally and just in songwriting and everything else. Because,
Yeah.
my dream worship band's going to be around for a while, so I need people that can actually write songs.
Touche.
Like I'm planning a whole tour for them.
Perfect.
All right.
What about a drummer? Who's your dream drummer?
I don't know his name, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the drummer from Newsboys. It's an easy pick
Yeah.
since he knows how to do it while he's spinning
I was gonna
around
say,
upside
I've seen
down.
Was upside down? Yes, sir.
forget
It's
his
pretty
name.
strong.
That was good.
Yeah, yeah.
That was good.
All right.
I dig it. Dig it. Bass player.
I think we're going to make John Cooper from Skillet play bass.
Nice.
Yes.
Whoa.
That'll rip.
Joe,
That'll
you're coming
rip.
out with that crazy.
Yeah, man.
This is
Actually,
a strong band. Yeah.
Fun side note, I almost brought this up on the episode we did talking about past songs. There is it's called the Skillet Advent worship or Advent. I don't think it's Advent. Aardvark worship. It's not Advent. It's something different. But they did a worship album. Skillet did. And I remember listening to it thinking like, this rips. Because they did I can't remember the song. What was it? But there was one like older song that I listened to growing up in church, and they redid it, and I was like, "This is awesome!" They had like the synthesizers and they had the guitars. It was awesome.
My endorsement for any workout would be the Awake album.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Come on, I'll get you pumped. Get you pumped. All right, guitar player, electric guitar player.
All right. You may not know this name, but he is an amazing guitar player. I'm going to have to go with Lincoln Brewster.
Nice. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
I know
is
Lincoln Brewster.
A very talented guitar player.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then finally, your keys player.
Michael W. Smith.
Oh, come on, baby.
Michael
You can't go wrong with M-Dub on the ivory.
Think of that lineup right there.
That's-
That is a powerhouse.
That is a powerhouse.
lineup.
That's a hardcore powerhouse.
It's a rock band.
That's really good.
We're the body of the living Christ, and we are called and compelled by the Lord to go. You know, we can no longer say, it's us and them, can we? I said, well, we should never have, but no, we can no longer do it. It's us. We are the church. Many languages, many cultures, many opportunities. And we're ascending and a going church.
Join us for an inspiring series of revival services led by Reverend J.K. Warwick. We begin this coming Sunday during our 9 o'clock and 10:45 morning worship services, then Sunday evening through Wednesday each night at 6:30 p.m. This is a powerful opportunity to deepen your faith, connect with the community, and experience a revival of spirit and purpose. Come and be a part of this transformative journey. Services are held at our Gahanna campus at 425 South Hamilton Road and online at shepnaz.org.
All right, well, I'll fly through mine because I'm going to change some of my answers because Noah went first. I also was going to have Brandon Lake as my vocalist, but I'm going to switch it to my other favorite vocalist, which is Corey Asbury.
Nice. Very nice.
I love Corey has a very unique voice, and it's very different. And I love that, like, when he leads, he's not afraid to like get goofy in like a not distracting way, but like just one of those guys like prophesy, he's just not afraid to just like, he's just having fun and just worshiping Jesus. And he doesn't care what people think. Like, so Corey Asbury for sure. And then pretty much everybody else on this list, I don't know their names. But the drummer of the Belonging Co.
Austin Davis.
Austin Davis, yes.
Oh my, that is a phenomenal answer.
He's so good.
Yeah.
One, he's a crazy talented musician. And then, this is going to sound like a stupid reason, but I'm going to say it anyway. Being a decently tattooed human being and seeing somebody who is covered head to toe in tattoos, like when you watch their videos, like guys got neck tattoos and like full sleeves, hands are covered. But he worships Jesus through drumming.
Yeah.
Like he's not just a phenomenal drummer, like he worships.
Nice.
And so to watch somebody like that play phenomenally and then worship while they do it, like I just love it. And then of course I'm a sucker for tattoos. So that I like it. Bass player, again, I cannot remember her name, but if you look up the To Love a Fool rooftop live recording of Corey Asbury on YouTube, it's a female bass player, and she was actually the bass player last year at Overflow for Stephanie Gressinger.
Nice.
And we got to sit in on a Q&A with her band, and this bass player gal shared her view on worship, and it was phenomenal. Like it's one of those things where she's a professional musician and she knows all the ins and outs. She's their music director too, so like we've talked a little bit about this on the podcast, like when you see somebody talking into a mic and you don't hear it coming out, like she's directing the band where to go.
Yeah.
And so not only is she playing phenomenally, she's worshiping her tail off and leading the band. And so to hear her perspective and watch her playing, it was phenomenal. So I would pick her 100%. Guitar player, again, don't know the name, but if you think a little bit more old school Hillsong, you would remember there was a darker skinned gentleman with dreads.
Oh,
you know who I'm talking about?
I do.
I can't remember his name. He played on everything.
Yes,
early
I do.
Hillsong.
Yeah.
And like his guitar playing
Yeah.
formed the way that I played guitar. And like he just knows how to play. And
Yeah.
like he was the guy that before guitar tone was like all the guitar worship nerds out there are like, oh, I gotta have the finest pedals and all this stuff. Like he was the guy that pioneered that.
Yeah.
Like he just knew what he was doing. Phenomenal player. Again, a worshiper. Wrote a ton of good stuff. And then finally, keys. I am stealing yours, but not for the same instrument, is David Funk.
Keys?
From Gable Price and Friends.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
also
him play
plays
keys.
keys for a lot of the Bethel stuff.
Yeah.
He played on the Homecoming album. He played a lot of stuff on that. And if you look up YouTube, the Homecoming live recording, he played a lot of keys on that.
Yeah.
So not only being a phenomenal worship leader, phenomenal vocalist, phenomenal bass player, phenomenal guitar player, amazing keyboard player.
Yeah.
And I would have him for sure.
He's another one that I would put as vocal because he's one of those
so good.
just so genuine worships. Nothing showy about him, like at all. At all. I've never like he's a phenomenal dude.
Yep, 100%.
I know him, but
Yeah, he's your best bud. They're on a
I don't know anything about him. But I love him. He's great.
Love it. All right, so question for you, Joe. Do we have time? Do we have time? Do we go late for our next meeting?
Yeah, it's probably a question for Pastor Tim.
That's true. Well, let's do this. Let's wrap up this episode,
Yes,
and
let's
then
do
next
that.
week we can continue with our biblical character
Boom.
worship bands.
Oh, I got time to work on this.
Come
now.
on. Yeah, now we'll think about it. It'll be good.
Yeah. All right. Well, we definitely would love to hear your thoughts. I want to know which one of us formed the best band.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love to have some feedback
People
on
are going
that.
to say it's you, Joe.
And then that's why I ask. And then let us know what you think your band would be. You can make Zack Zaborski your drummer because he was, big in Christian music. So.
Yeah. Super famous.
We hope you will check us out on
Not true.
YouTube, Facebook, Instagram at shepnaz.org. For Pastor Zack and Noah, I'm Joe. Have a great day. This podcast is a production of the Shepherd Church of the Nazarene, Gahanna, Ohio. Email to podcast@shepnaz.org and let us know what you think.
I love doing these podcasts.